Okay, to be honest, I'm likely recording this the 7th time, but yes, hello and welcome to the Turbine Stations YouTube channel, where today I want to showcase the, if I can find here, Starlite Nebula series. Yes, you heard me right. The Turbine Stations YouTube channel is the official home of the Starlite brand. And I'm going to be showing it through the generations, from the oldest to the new. And well, if you wonder what the Starlite Nebula is, first of all, Starlite is a fictional brand I came up with in ScrapMechanic, and the Nebula is its intercity series. And well, let's see what you're looking at right here. We're doing this later, but let's begin. Beginning with 1997, the Starlite Nebula, 1997. With designs taken from many old 90s low entry normal floor buses, late 90s normal floor buses. For example, B10, Volvo B10 Cephala 2000 NL. And well, there's a front view. There's the 360 view. Inside, we have, well, lovely interior. Yes, if you're wondering about this is the bus in fabric mod. You can download it, but don't expect a smooth mod experience because, as you can see, I am very bad at making 3D models. Anyways, there's not much to show inside of here. I have these straps here. That was before I had an understanding of how these sections work. Usually I have a little thing right here, but I screwed up on that one, I guess. See, it even has speakers here in the rear for, like, when you gotta show which station it is. Gotta say which station it is. Anyways, I'm only going to be showing the features once, because every Starlight is basically the same in connections and switches and stuff. First switch goes for front door. Second switch goes for middle and rear doors. If you had a rear door, the second one would open it. 3 is for indicator left indicator. 4 is for right indicator. 5 is for hazard lights. 6 is for needling. 7 is for high beams. 8 is for the horn. 9 is the mod pack A and D converter for the steering. Let's give it a ride. I am a terrible driver, as you can see. I've almost wedged the what's it called? The mirror inside of what are those called? You know, street lights. There. I don't know if we even call street lights. I don't think so. I doubt it's what I'm looking for. Now, this specific bus is equipped with city interior. You know, like how Volvo 8900 can both be like city-esque and intercity. This is the same thing with this bus. Well, so that's the 1997 generation. Next up we have the 2003 generation. This is where, like, the modern Starlight shape starts to form. The modern Starlight Nebula shape starts to form with these curves right here. Curves on the mirrors. Curves here, and even more curves here. still has the old lights. They'll show you the new lights in the next generation of buses. So here the 3D model is even worse than last time. Don't get me wrong. I I love the actual fabrics. The 3D modeling and UV mapping, it's a bit rough. Though this is my although this is my favorite favorite fabric. So here it's actually like intercity. Here there is actual interior. Oh, I forgot to paint that. With fabric in the roof and fabric on the shelves. Here I yet again have no understanding of how a wheelchair section on a bus looks like. Well, I built this when I had an understanding. I guess I didn't change it because it's built on old models. Take this one for a short spin because otherwise I won't have time for the other buses. Like I said, it's basically the same here. There is one change that's going to come in a new 2022 generation, because I never thought this bus would end up in a workshop, so I didn't think of having multiple people aboard a bus. But then when I was uploaded to the workshop, I thought, oh, maybe I should have stop buttons. I didn't have that realism because, well, I didn't have that realism in the buses. As you can see, I'm a terrible driver yet again. Don't know if you can hear my cat playing. She used discovered a bouncy ball, I think. Anyway, so that's the 2003 animation. Over to the now I'm not really sure which generate. Oh, this is the wrong one. I'm not sure which generation this is supposed to be. But I'd guess that if I take a guess, it would be that it was manufactured in 2014 or 2015, and the interior would have been modernized in 2020, because interior is more modern than the bus. Anyways, supposed to give you a 360 view before I review the interior. This is where all of the Starlite designs start to branch from. If you're thinking like me building this thing in ScrapMechanic perspective, this is like where I branch all from. If I were to like build the 2003 radiation, I just replaced these lights with the old lights and such. So that is the exterior. Now for the interior, which has very sterile design. I prefer the more cozy bus design over these more sterile modern buses that's they are not. I don't think it's called becoming. I don't think it's like. I don't think you pronounce it like the sterile bus that become popular, because it spells wrong. Not wrong, but it's hard to explain. Let's just drive the bus a bit. Oh, that wind turbine in the background. It's a private one I had. It's nothing special. It's just basically low collision parts, low collision shapes. You could build it you could do it yourself very easily in Blender, and you could build it very easily in Blender. I'll create that very easily in Blender. So there's no point of uploading it. But it does must make a beautiful decor. Next up is the the Nebula the Nebula 2021 generation. This one is, as you could see in the title of the bus here, is a workshop tweak. This one was uploaded to the workshop, so you could be driving this if you'd find it on a workshop. So this is more modern. This is more modern than the well, obviously, but it's more modern, but the interior is cozy. But still not old interior. This is what I would want buses to look like today. Well, this is a low entry articulated. It's a bit special. I never built a low entry non-articulated version of this. But you can see fabric in the roof. See red seats, red everything almost. And you also have the Starlite logo here, and a Starlite logo in the rear. I'm running out of time, so let's try this thing. It has a functional articulation. We'll see that in action here in the corner, or I guess the T crossing that leads to nowhere. See that? Well, it dangles a bit. It's a bit like it's like swinging a lot. Let's take this one here. Show you that again in another angle. Yeah, see that? That is actually constructed by with this custom parts mod. I just placed a bunch of intertwining what is it called? Custom parts blocks with low collision to make that articulation. You can see it like overlaps a lot and stuff. So that was a 2021 generation. Now on to 2020 generation, which looks epic. Check this out. Doesn't that look awesome? LED strips and stuff. Here's where, yeah, the design gets sharper from here. Well, it's only one generation, so I think it gets sharper from here, but the running up to 2022, it's the chips start to get sharper. This actually, right, the night, if you were to have like a very low brightness setting, you would like only see these LED strips, would be LED strips, which could look very cool. Now this has a very cool interior. And no, this has the same. Oh no, I meant to say not cool interior. It's basically the same as. What I was meant to say was this has the same interior as, or a very similar interior to the one found in the 2021 generation. Because I was so proud with the interior. See, a bit different, a bit different. You can see you have stop buttons here. This is when I realized that my bus is going online. They need stop buttons. Unfortunately, this one is not uploaded, and ironically, the 2021 does not have stop buttons. But I'll have to take this for a very fast ride because we're running out of time. The video. So, unfortunately, I'm going to have to round off the video there. Thank you for watching the Turbine Chases YouTube channel. And hope to see you again on the Turbine Chases YouTube channel. Goodbye.